So let's see how you did on your worksheet. Let's start off with number 1, finding the perimeter of the figure. Again, my idea is to start at the top of the figure and work your way around the outside. So I'm actually going to label this side of the figure. That would be a 3 because it's opposite side of the rectangle and those are equal. So as I work my way around the figure, I've got 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. And again, I'm going to label that with units because there's no label on the figure. Another way to look at this one is to say 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 3 is 6. So you've got 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 6 more is 22. Number 2. A county has the shape of a quadrilateral. The lengths of the 4 sides are 109, 94, 82, and 109 miles, and the perimeter of the county. So I'm going to have to add up those 4 numbers. So I've got 109 plus 94 plus 82 plus 109. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 2 would be 20, plus 4 would be 24. I've got 9, 10, 11, 19. So I get 394. So the perimeter would be 394 miles. For number 3, this last one, because they're all fractions and we need to add up the 4 sides of this quadrilateral, we're going to add up the fractions. We're going to start up at the top, 5/8 plus 1/2 plus 3/8 plus 1/4. Now when you add fractions, you have to have a common denominator. So I'm going to change all these. Common denominator that I'm going to use is 8. So this will stay the same at 5/8. This one will have to get multiplied by 4 to become 4/8. This will stay at 3/8. And this one will have to get multiplied by 2. Now, my 8 is my denominator, so I'm going to add up 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. 14/8 is improper. 8 will go into 14 one time, and there'll be 6/8 left over. Now these can be divided by 2 to give you 1 3/4. So the perimeter of that quadrilateral is 1 3/4 feet. Okay, let's go on to area. Find the area of each figure. So this is a trapezoid. If you see, you've got 2 opposite sides that are parallel. And then here is the height of the trapezoid. So the trapezoid is sitting on its side. So again, the formula for area of a trapezoid is to take 1/2 to base 1 plus base 2. So now I'm going to plug in what I know. I know the height is 3/8. And then I know base 1 is 1/4 plus base 2 is 1/2. So now I'm actually going to start multiplying first. I'm going to do this part. 1/2 times 3/8. If I just multiply it horizontally, I get 3/16 times. Now I need to add together 1/4 plus 1/2. Well, I need a common denominator for that. So I'm actually going to change 1/2 to fourths, and that would be the same as 2/4. So now I've got 1/4 plus 2/4 is 3/4. Now I need to multiply 3/16 times 3/4. 3 times 3 is 9. 16 times 4 is 64, and this cannot be reduced at all. So the area is 9/64, and that would be in square feet because we're talking about area. The formula for area of a kite is to take the diagonal 1 times the diagonal 2 and then divide that by 2. So the diagonals are in the interior of the kite, the inside. It goes from one vertex to the other. So here's one diagonal and here's the other. So I don't care which one you pick as diagonal 1. I've got 6 times 8, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. That equals 48 divided by 2, which would be 24. And this would be in millimeters squared. Okay, moving on to surface area. To find the surface area of a prism, we need to find the area of the front, side, and the top. So I'm going to start off and call the front of my prism right here. This would be a 5/3. So the area of that would be 15. And then I'm going to say the side is right here. That would be a 3 by 2. So the area of that would be 6. And then the top part of my prism right here is a 5 by 2. And the area of that is 10. Then we add them all up. So let's add 15 plus 10 is 25, plus 6 would be 31. And then don't forget you need to double that because we need the area of the bottom, the area of the back, and the area of the other side. So 31 times 2 would be 62. So the surface area of the prism is 62 square feet or feet squared. Again, the formula for volume, you might want to jot this down, is the area of base, the big B, times the height of the prism. So in this aquarium, we have a rectangular base, so I'm going to need to multiply 4 times 1.5, and then I need to take that times the height of the aquarium, which is 2. Because it's asking me how much water is needed to fill the aquarium, I need to find the volume. So 4 times 1.5 is 6, and then times 2 would be 12. So I'm going to need 12 cubic feet of water. The next example is a pentagon base-shaped base. And again, the formula doesn't change. We want area of the base times height of the prism. So I'm going to plug in what I know. They told me the capital B, the area of the base of this prism is 14 square meters. So I'm going to plug in 14 for the capital B. And then the height of the prism is the 34 meters. So I need to take 14 times 34. And you can certainly use your calculator for this. When I type that in, I get 476. So the volume of this prism is 476 and meters cubed. Don't forget we use the small 3 to represent cubic meters. For number 9, this is a rectangular prism, but again, area of the base times height. It's time to find the area of a rectangle. I take the length times width, so 10 times 5 would be the big B. And then the height of the prism is only 1 foot. So 10 times 5 is 50. 50 times 1 equals just 50, so the volume is 50 cubic feet. Hope you did okay. If you didn't, please feel free to go back and watch the video again and check your work. Otherwise, study up. There's a few links on Schoology that you can look at to help you practice if you need more. Good luck tomorrow on your test.